We will be going live in 30 minutes. We are just relaxing before we start. I'm going to give as many people as I can the link to my stream. Just to relax, you know? Everyone take a load off. You know, don't be like the CEO here of Roblox, right? Don't put a load in. Take a load off. Because we're going to have a shit show of a time in about 30 minutes. You're going to hear me rant nothing but bullshit. Unfiltered, unbridled bullshit at maximum. And I'm going to enjoy every goddamn minute of it. So trust me, it's going to be worth it. So, buckle in. I'm going to give an announcement in my other server as well. Not that I need to, but... There we go. Hopefully we got some people in your seats. If not, then, well, I guess I'll be talking to a blank audience. But again, I digress. I want to get a few more people. Drop this link in a few more other places, a few more spaces, you know what I mean? And, we'll get this show on the road, hopefully, right? Let me get this over on Twitter. How is everyone doing, by the way? Hope you're all having a lovely night. I doubt that's even gonna pop up correctly. YouTube's still processing everything. Lucky Jojo? Dude, hey, how you doing? I'm gonna start the actual podcast at dead 8 o'clock. If you want to go around throwing this link around like a crazy person, feel free. I actually encourage it. Because I'm going to be talking nothing but the absolute truth that happens on the platform Roblox. Because again, I've unironically always hated Roblox. It's actually the most hated game on my list. So it's kind of funny I'm finally trashing on it 43 episodes into bullshit, but hey, here we are. Let's see here. I should drop this in a few servers. I mean, Roblox is for pedos, isn't it? That's pretty funny, though. It's pretty rich. I have half an hour of vibe time. I gave myself extra time in preparation. And I was hoping that my important news that I kept quiet about on my own Discord, it was about Chris Hansen coming out of retirement. I heard private in the Windworks that he was coming out of retirement and was gonna look good. You know, it would have been perfect. And alas, you know, he made his debut. He did not stay quiet as long as I had hoped. So, cat's out of the bag on that one, I suppose. I just think it's very wild that Chris Hansen decided to say, hey, you know what? I'm back. After so many Catch a Predator episodes, which, mind you, that show is amazing. For anyone that's watched Chris Hansen Catch a Predator, oh my fucking god. Let me enlarge chat. Holy shit. It's like really small. Okay, now y'all can be seen now. Even if a tiny bit. Be the first time I leave chat on. On screen chat, whatever. I will say that for the most part, Alex Rosen and Chris Hansen deserve fucking Nobel Peace Prizes. Free schlep. Indeed. Why is that cut off? There we go, let me fix that. My bad, my buddy. I had to fix that. How you doing, Peter? Right now, all I'm trying to contemplate in the back of my mind is how does somebody on the Epstein list get to be the CEO of a child game? I just... And he's this old, and it just no one's ever bothered to question it. I guess $83 billion can really wipe your ass with anything, huh? That's ridiculous. Rich people being assholes. That's what this is to me. Somebody needs to be held accountable for this, and be for real here. Yo, dude, I've been following since the story as well, dude. You know, if earlier in my YouTube career, if I had the opportunity and I didn't give a shit for speedrunning or video games, the next thing I would have done was do what Alex Rosen is doing, if I had access to a car sooner, you know. And I just, like, gave a shit to drive, because personally, for me, I just don't care for driving all that much. But, like, to do these, like, sting operations to catch people, you need a car. You need to get the fuck around. It's a lot of traveling to catch people and, you know, work with law enforcement. I wouldn't have mind doing something like that as an actual career path. Like for real. I actually would have enjoyed it more than putting up with the bullshit of society and the mundane dreads, and trying to, spread the word as much as physically possible. I know this has been on several news outlets, but I don't think it's enough. I feel like this needs more attention than it needs. This needs to have gasoline and oil thrown on top of more gasoline and oil, and just barrels of it. I've seen and heard in the last 10 years a lot of bad parenting from, like, mothers that just let their kids on, like, fucking GTA 5 online, and stuff like that. And it's just like, how are you gonna give your kid a game that's for, like, a 17, 18-year-old, it has, like, sex scenes and stuff in the game, strippers, and they're, like, 8 or 9, and they're talking about, Five Nights at Freddy's. Same thing with, like, VR chat. VR chat is heavily, and I mean heavily unmoderated. It has a lot of kids on there. Their mom buys them a Quest for Christmas, and then they're on VR chat nonstop, and somebody walks in with a not safe for work avatar with stuff protruding out of the torso, very obvious. Memes and jokes aside, it's funny when it's all adults in the room in VR chat and you do something like that. It's not so funny when a kid is there and then you realize, oh shit, I gotta turn this off, and now you look disgusting for doing that. So, a lot of different environments. I guess I like to think that the online environment has definitely changed a lot of people for the worst. Yeah, fair enough. Same here, agreed. Well, Chris Hansen is on the case, so Roblox is toast. Yeah, that doesn't mean anything. Chris Hansen, unfortunately, had some bad sides to him. The last episode of To Catch a Predator, for example, when he had the police break into the pastor's house, and he unfortunately offed himself due to the mental anxiety of it all and even getting caught. Which, you know what, he deserved to get caught. He deserved, reparations for his actions, But, well, not reparations. What the better wording for it would be punishment for his actions. Not the way he went. But, shit unfortunately happens. You can't predict that the guy's gonna do something like that. But, they knew. They knew what they were getting into. CEO Dave's an idiot. He was on the Epstein list. He knew Epstein in person. There's a photo of him tapping him on the back, along with Donald Trump. It's another thing I don't really care for in terms of the politics of this. Alex Rosen getting involved with Schlep. I didn't even know that, Alex Rosen would get involved with YouTubers at all to catch predators. But you know what? Honestly, good for him. Honestly, good for him. I have a huge personal problem with how, just in the past, Alex Rosen's earlier pieces, he had a group of people. There was one time that he caught a predator on Pred Poacher, and they played a dice game with the Pred before the cops showed up and say, hey, if you manage to roll a 6, we won't call the cops. And, while I think everyone deserves to be, get a punishment when they're upset and they're sitting there, they're scared out of their mind, they're already caught, just let it go. A lot of people were giving Alex Rosen shit for that back then. And I gotta agree with that. Yeah, yikes. And the Predator obviously deserves the punishment. Cops should be called no matter what, but to play a dice game with the fate of his life, livelihood, or like, oh, you roll a 5, we call your wife, roll a 3, we post you online, roll a 2, to get out of jail free card, roll a 1, we kick you in the nuts or something. I don't remember what it was, but like, did he re-roll a 6? I don't know, but I remember there being a thing on Pred Poachers, and I did see it, and I thought that was personally kind of fucked up, because as you've seen Alex Rosen on Pred Poachers approach people in the past, like in the last 5 years. He does it very professionally. He just comes up and says, "Oh, this camera crew's for my protection. You know, let's run it down. Like, what made you do this?" And he goes through the steps of their mentality, and he tries to show that. But back then, that was not the case. It was kind of just like clout chase, you know. And he kind of, I guess he tamed himself out. So I mean, regardless of that though, ignoring that, I have a lot of respect for the guy. Everything he does, I mean, every time he approaches somebody, you gotta keep in mind, I mean, they could pull a gun on him. You know? They could seriously pull a gun on him. You don't know that. You don't know what these people are actually capable of. It's actually insane. You stop and think about it. Oh, man. Just hoping I can get a few more people. So if any of you know anyone that wants to hear about child safety, you know, pedophilia on Roblox, you know, throw this link to a friend of yours. Send them over here. Let them listen. Because I have some choice words, and I'm not going to go over just Roblox. I'm going to go over a little bit of Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. I'm going to go over a little bit of Carl Jobs, the YouTuber that, the Brisbane YouTuber that unfortunately lied to me. Lied to his entire audience and the community at large. I'm gonna keep those comments very brief. If I forget about the KJ thing, I'm gonna move on from it though. But it's like, he's pretty minor on my list of things to do. He really is. He's below par. Par for the course, mind you. Definitely used to play Roblox admittedly, but I stopped. You know, the last time I played Roblox. Let me think. Holy shit, it's been a long time. It was like one time for 20 minutes, and my friend said, "Hey, let's go troll this server." And basically, that's what happened. We went to go troll a server. I don't remember what server it was. I think it was a surfing server or some shit. I don't know. But, that was almost, I want to say 17 years ago? I don't remember how fucking long it's been that I trolled Roblox. I wonder what trolling on Roblox is like nowadays. I mean, I should try it one day. Just for a day. Just make one YouTube video where it's just, I go on a Roblox server and I just follow people and I just say, "Yeah, I'm recording. Yeah, I'm recording." Just be like proximity chat on YouTube. Just like walk up to people like, "Yeah, I'm recording, by the way. Hi, how you doing? I'm recording. I'm recording. I'm recording." It just to piss people off. I think that'd be the ultimate way to go. The ultimate way to go out is with a bang. The bang in the buck. Something along those lines. Oh my fucking god. Let me put this. Give this to Warfare, I guess. Give it to a few people. I can't imagine how many. I really need to know who I'm adding as a friend these days on my Discord. Because I have somebody who sent me a friend request on Discord named Timmy Can Walk. I feel like there's something there, man. I feel like it's some kind of insult towards someone. I just defined it and rolled it out. Holy shit. There's a lot of questionable things wrong. We get the croissant out, you know. I can't find anything. Give this to Goku. And a few people, really. Anyway, I'm about to go live in about 15, so if y'all want to chill, relax, get a drink, you know, get a snack, buckle in, you know. It's gonna be about maybe 20 to 30, maybe an hour stream. We'll see. And then maybe afterward, I will either hop on Final Fantasy 14, or I will play something completely different, or maybe I'll play CS:GO, or maybe, unironically, what I should do, right? I should play Roblox. I should stream Roblox on my YouTube channel. That'd be the worst experience, wouldn't it? Get the 3.3 million on Pac-Man. Yeah, I'm gonna go get a perfect Pac-Man score overnight. Yeah. Just completely shit on Billy Mitchell's score. It's not like I haven't already beaten. It's not like I've already beaten his Donkey Kong score on Twin Galaxies. I just haven't uploaded it. I've beaten his best score. It's not much. Oh, fucking hell. Found on road dead because abysmal placement of alternator. Fuck up, Rico. God damn it. What the fuck, Rico? Only you could make me laugh during this. Only you. Well, maybe Freddy, but he's not here anymore. Oh my lord. Van Buren Clippy? I never played the game, thank God. Wait. Why is your name Van Buren Clippy? What? Is that like the original Van Buren? Or is that like just a fan that's Clippy? Or I am super confused if that's like a Van Buren alt or something. I wouldn't mind either way. I was gonna probably post it in Van Buren's YouTube or whatever. You know, maybe I should. Fuck it. I should just go over to his Discord channel and be like, yeah, self-proclaimed advertisement. Oh wait, you can't. YouTube talk? Oh yeah, he disabled links in his server. Ugh, that's sad. And I can't self-promote an Apollo server. I'm a Fallout fan. Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I take it back. And unironically, I'm the world record holder for Fallout, so that's neither here nor there. But hey, I only recently signed a mini nuke at a I guess like a collector shop. They had like a model of a mini nuke from Fallout 4, and I signed it for him. So it was kind of cool of me, I guess, to do. I didn't even like ask for money or anything. You know, I'm like, you know what? I'm the world record holder. You want me to sign this? I'm the world record holder for Fallout 3 in New Vegas. You want me to sign your mini nuke? He's like, yeah, please. I'm like, all right. I showed him and everything. Just one day, somebody's gonna look up there and be like, what's that fucking scribble on that fucking piece of plastic up there? And be like, yeah, that's what it is. It's that guy. It's that whack job with the blue hat and the glasses. Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows who he is. Not a clue. Not a clue. Oh, man. But, since I have, like, a quick 10 minutes... How many world records you have, Maris? If I count unofficial, probably more than I can count. But officially on paper, it's only 2, which is just sad because I don't bother to document. Well, that's not true. I have documented most of the shit I do. I just don't upload it because I don't care to. Like, I beat Billy Mitchell's score. I think I'm rank 3 on Twin Galaxies for Donkey Kong, the actual original cabinet, not MAME. Then I have, I believe, a few other world records, a few other games. I don't want to really get into specifics. And then there is, I I don't know if you could count this one, but I did Ocarina of Time without getting hit. I think I'm the first person to ever do that, but there's no documentation on who did, so... it is what it is. You can do better than that score now, I believe. Yeah, I mean... I don't recall what Robbie Lakeman hit, but it's still high as fuck. Do what Apollo referenced in one of his videos and make stupid categories for free world records. I don't think you could do that in Twin Galaxies these days. Like, that's not even a valid thing to do. Like, you can make your own category, but, like, to take it serious, I mean... I know there's, like, the biggest fish record in Ocarina on Twin Galaxies, and I think that's just fucking stupid. Who's gonna bother catching the biggest fish? It's predetermined. It's like, yeah, I caught the Hylian Loach, like, several times. Yeah, okay, no big deal. How fast can you catch the Loach? Oh, I don't know, 2 seconds. The fastest time to steal the fisherman's hat? Oh, 2 seconds, okay. Is that even a race at that point? Is that really a world record? That's just like you walk in and you get it. Like when I go for a world record, I make sure the challenge takes me more than an hour. Because that's when it's really hard. Otherwise, it's just... What the fuck is the point? Like half an hour minimum. If it's extremely difficult with a lot of inputs for half an hour, then yes. So like an Ultimate Raid and Final Fantasy XIV, or... I mean, those usually take about 20-30 minutes to do, but still... You're not getting me with anything less than that. But since I have 9 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever, I'm going to talk a little bit about Carl Jobs while I'm here. He recently unfriended me on Discord, and I kind of saw it coming. He was following me on Twitter. Which I felt kind of odd about, because he only follows like 100 people or so. And... You don't think the Carl Jobs thing is as bad? I mean, Carl Jobs fucked over Apollo and everything he stood for. The investigation work that me and Ben did together for years. And then within 4 or 5 years' time, this motherfucker made hundreds of thousands of dollars on YouTube running it. And I never saw a penny of anything. Not that I wanted it. Not that I think I deserve it, because I didn't go around spouting nonsense. Yeah, you know what? To quote what Frico just said, Carl is irrelevant, Roblox is actual news. That is the closest thing to an actual comment that I can stand there and back, because that makes more fucking sense than half of the YouTube peon sheeple that are in his Discord echo chamber. That's the problem with somebody like him. He has morons in his Discord. And as soon as I pointed that out, I stopped getting hate mail altogether. As soon as I pointed out my previous video where I'm like, yeah, so here's the proof. A DM from you. You literally said your defense was about cheating. You never made mention of Apollo's death at all to be part of your defamation to me. And that statement right there was his word getting fucked over in the long run. So, I don't know. People are attacking LUS for a small mistake while defending Carl Jobs for absolutely nothing. Real quick, I just want to say, I have no idea why LUS is even apologizing. I have no idea why he's offering an ESCO. And even, like, saying, hey, you can sue me. Obviously, he's giving him bait, because he's going to lose if he sues LUS. You can't sue somebody because you're getting pissed off at them. You know? You gotta keep in mind, this is a guy who went rampaging for 4 to 5 fucking years talking about somebody, lying to the whole fucking world about what his lawsuit was about. And now, 4 or 5 years in, he loses his lawsuit and everyone finds out that he misled the whole community. And LUS just goes about talking about it, talking about the legal standpoint of it. And Carl's response is to get triggered, ignore his lawyers, and act like a baby. I'm gonna be real here. That's kind of fucking pathetic. And the guy's married with a kid. Like, have some dignity and some responsibility for yourself. Hold yourself accountable. I don't know. I'm gonna get up real quick and grab a drink. Because this is gonna be a long one. A long 2-hour... I don't want to say 2 hour. Jesus Christ. If this stream ends up being 2 hours, I'm gonna yank my own nuts off. It's gonna be an actual problem. Oh, no, Frico, I agree, but, you know, the law is fucking stupid, but eventually they will pass a bill like that, and he'll have to take responsibility at that point. Oh, I'm buying brands and going to the Social Security office. Yeah. Carl, sorry. Maris, would you rather have a Fallout 5 or a canceled Fallout Van Buren game? I would rather see Van Buren as its own standalone game and then somehow connect it to Fallout 3. Like, look, don't get me wrong, I like the Western tones of New Vegas. It should be its own game. I'm tired of every other Fallout game that has come out after that to be about cowboys. It needs to go back to just regular wasteland Washington. Just, or, you know, be more serious. Not all the cowboy jokes. And, you know, Red Rocket here and there and all, you know, the silliness of Fallout in general. I get there's that love to it, but still. My yo boy named Nate. How you doing? Maybe it's not in Australia, but I think that Carl should have been hated on that for that. There are so many things that he should have been hated on. I don't know, like, do you want my best example? I think he should be hated simply for lying to all of Apollo Legends fans and friends and making a statement that was neither here nor there. He knows what he did. And unlike him, I didn't go making a retraction in a separate video. I made a statement in its own independent video. Had Carl Jobs actually just made a statement in a separate video called Billy Mitchell Retraction Statement or something like that, or even edited the original video like Mitchell asked, we would not be at this point. There would be no lawsuit. He did this shit for clicks and views. I'm not surprised by that, Frico. I might start early. Let's see how bad this shit show goes. Tonight, on Such Bullshit Podcast episode 40 motherfucking 3, I get to talk about a game that I hate more than any other fucking video game on the planet. Any other game. There are 3 games in the world that I hate. Above all, Sonic 06, just because they should have had more time to put that shit together, because it was basically Sonic Adventure 3. You know, Child Garden and everything. I really loved Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 just for those. Then Overwatch, because it's just a shitty action fighter. It's just with a really bad toxic community. And then you have Roblox, which is basically the cream puff child predator sex domain. It's like an unmoderated Minecraft. I've seen more, unfortunately, I've seen more Roblox and Minecraft hentai these days on not safe for work platforms that I'd rather, it's done in joke form, that I'd rather just put an actual bullet in my brain over it. And it kind of just makes me question, well, why? Why the fuck are we doing this? You know? Oh, man. So, before we begin, I just wanted to say, the CEO, David, on the Epstein list, running a game that is primarily focused on children, obviously supporting pedophilia. It's clear as day. You're gonna go on an interview. I believe it was The Verge. I think it was The Verge. I believe. I don't have any video clips saved. I'm not gonna play back videos because I had an issue last stream where my audio was too loud by accident. I forgot to go back in. I'm not gonna bother with that. But here's my point. On an interview with The Verge, David goes on to say that it's okay that he wants to start having teenagers and older, plus 17, have their own little server to where they do whatever the fuck they want. I'm just like, well, why? The legal age is 18, and do you really need dating on fucking Roblox? Isn't there other platforms and avenues for that? Isn't there websites, dating websites specifically for that, David? You wanna put, basically sex in Roblox. I think in The Verge, his statement was, we don't want to rule it out. So he's open to the idea of it in that interview. And I just think that it's really fucking disgusting. It's fucking flat out disgusting, dude. Your game is primarily kids. When you have this cream puff looking image, and it looks like something like Toon Link from Wind Waker, okay? And it looks like it's literally designed for children. These cream puff games, you know what I'm talking about, the cell shade style. It's on Splatoon. It's on fucking Breath of the Wild. It's on Tears of a Kingdom. 2 good games, unfortunately, that are done in that style. Had those games been done in the art style of fucking Twilight Princess, I'd love them more. I would. Everybody would. Unfortunately, they're in that art style. Let's just jump into this. I have multiple photos here we're gonna go over. First, let's go over Matt Kaufman. Okay. Now, they put out this statement 6 days ago. I think it was 6-7 days ago. So maybe about a week. Maybe less. So, this is vigilante groups. I'm going to make this smaller. I'm going to put it right in front of me. And they're talking about how, indirectly, they're basically talking about the YouTuber Schlep, who they're currently suing. Now, if you take a good look at that, it goes on to read that law enforcement professionals are best positioned to investigate potential crimes. Therefore, we want to be sure any violations on Roblox are reported and, acted upon through the proper channels. So here's the problem that everyone's having is that there is no proper fucking channel. You have predators actively engaging still on the platform. You have no moderation in place. You have no one listening into on the servers. You have no way of knowing or even bothering to look at the reports. We heard it enough. We've seen enough servers. And this is both with Discord, too, unfortunately. Discord being primarily a fucking greasy shit show. Unfortunately, I use Discord. A lot of people use it. But, again, every social circle comes with a bundle of shitty apples, so to speak, to quote Mr. Leahy of Trailer Park Boys back in the day before John Dunsworth unfortunately met his end. But let's get to the rest of this. Unfortunately, there are some cases of vigilante groups or individuals violating our policies to entrap users. So their claim is that Schlep is indirectly posing to entrap these guys. And it's on purpose, and they're making up shit, and they're doing whatever they can to basically say, hey, we're going to get you arrested. Which is untrue. Because they're approaching them just as any other child. The people that, Schlep could hire or even act out as. Like, if let's say I go on YouTube, or go on Roblox right now. I log in, and I pretend I'm 12. And my name is Little Johnny or something, right? And I go around, and I go into a server that's literally a shower server, or, a pillow fight server, or a fucking city RP that's like a dark city RP, right? I go in there, and some guy tries to solicit photos from me, which has happened within literally 10 minutes of me playing. Mind you, I played Roblox for 10 minutes before I streamed this. Was able to make a new account, verify it immediately with a phone number and an email, dead email, which doesn't take long to make. Dead phone number, a child could use their house phone, their mom's cell phone these days. It's not that difficult. And then they can get on and literally just can happen to them. Especially when they're logging in through tablet. And what's really fucked up is that the CEO, Dave, right? David, He goes on to say, we have this new facial recognition system where you hold the camera up to verify yourself. So the kids you're telling the kids to use a phone to take photos of the kids. So now the kids know how to take photos. So there's nothing stopping those children from messaging an adult and sending actual photos of them. That's the problem. And that's a shitty system. That's just a really bad... That's the same as COPPA, where it's a trust system. We're not going to read this anywhere. But I just wanted to say something real quick. There are certain states in the U.S. that have certain laws in place that prevent you from viewing certain websites. Here's a nice example. Pornhub. You can't get on Pornhub currently in Florida. If you live in the state of Florida, you cannot access the website Pornhub. You have to go to Xvideos if you want your porn. Now, same thing could be said for other certain circles. Rule 34.paheel, E621, the furry and the hentai regular not safe for work communities. They have their shit cut out. They were trying to pass a law. Hang on one second. Switch from drinking Coca-Cola to Red Bull. That's pretty bad, but anyway, we'll get back to it. We're passing laws all throughout the states. Congress is constantly talking, and there was talks at one point to ban a very, very popular game, and I was pissed with that because it had a sex scene in it. Who gives an ID? Nobody. Nobody, Freako. Nobody gives a fucking ID. That's exactly who gives no ID. Age verification on porn sites. It never works. I feel like that's a way to just completely remove that industry altogether. We're over-censoring a lot of shit, and unfortunately, it's intermixing the wrong way on the wrong platforms. That's my personal opinion. But let's get to Matt Kaufman's official statement on the removal and, the update, right? So this is his, moreover on our removal from vigilantes. Let me try to recrop this because I didn't really do that before stream. Moreover, on a removal of vigilantes from Roblox, Matt Kaufman. This was not even posted a few days ago. This is the co-signer, or I guess safety manager or whatever the fuck for Roblox. And he just cashed out, I think it was 800K of stocks and said, fuck this company, I'm out, because he knew it was going to tank. Why are we removing vigilantes? The hell was that? That was a weird sound. Why are we removing vigilantes? We've been monitoring vigilante activity on Roblox for some time. These groups begin by reporting safety concerns, comments on news on Roblox, and challenging us to do better. We appreciate this feedback, and we use these reports to improve our safety systems. More recently, vigilante activity evolved. Instead of just reporting on safety issues, vigilantes started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. So, same shtick, same thing. They're just going into better detail on it. More conversations mimicked inappropriate behavior and actively encouraged other users to connect on social media and message platforms, thus bypassing the safety system. So their idea, Matt Kaufman's idea, which that guy's a complete fucking tool and robot, his mindset is, hey, these adults are acting like kids to entrap other adults that are creeps, whatever, that are out there trying to solicit photos of kids, trying to lure them out and whatnot, groom them, whatever. And it's those people's fault. It's the people that are acting to get the people to admit to grooming and doing all that illicit shit. It's their fault. Oh, they're pretending. What if it was an actual kid, though? Matt Kaufman, what if it was an actual kid? What do you got to say to that one, man? Nothing? Could you imagine that video being done live with a chat on screen? That'd be insane. I don't know what that sound is. I don't know what that sound is to my right, but whatever. Let me get to the next one. I keep looking to my left because I keep hearing something. I'm not sure what. Maybe it's the police trying to break into my house. Let's talk about Indonesia and Quar, or Quator, or whatever. These are two countries that have currently just banned Roblox. So all of Indonesia said fuck Roblox. Quator, it's not the first time they've banned Roblox before. And Quator, with the crazy thing, right? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but their country is smaller than the state of New Jersey. And they're called a country, which I think is crazy in itself. You know, I would never have heard of this country if I didn't see it on the map. I had to look it up myself, but, you know, that shows about how much my knowledge of geography is. But still, to be banned in two whole countries, your game is, it's not like Super Columbine RPG level controversy. This is just like, it's Roblox. It's Roblox. How the fuck did we get here? You know, how do we, like, let's look at the censorship Wikipedia, the history of it, all right? Let's just, you know, look to the right, all right? Let's, sorry, I gotta move it over here, because, again, I didn't really do much, I didn't take much time, but let's move over here a little bit. Let's take a look. We have Roblox banned in Jordan due to offensive language and violence. However, the ban was lifted and citizens of Jordan can play Roblox. Okay. So, offensive language. Imagine if the game, you sold a game that said fuck. Right at the title screen. Fuck. Yeah, I'm going to make a game. The main character just runs up to the title screen and goes, fuck. Oh, we're banning your game. It's too offensive. It says fuck right at the start. I digress. Roblox, along with many other websites, was banned in the United Arab, so UAE. Sorry. Yeah, UAE. So, May 2018, order of Dr. blah, 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 what's his name? You know, Attorney General of the UAE, you know, due to players being able to display or wear inappropriate suggestive avatars or communicate with obscenities. However, in 2021, the ban was lifted. Gulf News reached out to UAE Telu. Common Regulatory Authority, spokesperson by authority, and mind you, this is on the censorship Wikipedia page. Anybody can look this up. Authority confirmed that the platform is not banned in UAE and is now on our check. Roblox is available and download through iOS app and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's not the popular oof sound. Okay, I remember this one. Everyone remembers this one. It got canceled. The original creator wanted his oof back. The funny thing is tonight, chat, I was actually going to play an oof sound just for that segment. I chose not to. I didn't want to get sued. I gotta fucking stop. Oh, man. Terms filtered by Roblox systems displayed as pound signs, with the numbers of pound signs being equal to the length of the filtered text. Okay. Roblox was banned in Turkey in August 2024 to keep children safe. Similar to Discord was banned in Turkey too. You should play it and then put a retraction on a Fallout video. My fucking chat right now. I fucking can't with you guys. I love this shit. This is why I do Such Bullshit podcast, because it's fucking funny to go over the daily mundane fucking news of society and the dreads. Roblox was also banned in Oman. Where the fuck is Oman? 2020. Okay, here's another one. Due to Safety Online Act 2023, Roblox disabled members of friends. Disabled numbers of friends. Okay, that's a weird one, not members. And fan lists from the UK servers that way. And I did remember seeing a video about this one right here. So, initially, a UK YouTuber tried to look up his own friends list, and he couldn't see a single person. And this was their way to protect kids, which I thought was kind of weird. You're disabling the whole friends list. What if your friends list, and everyone that's over in the US, everyone consists of adults? So how would that work? So you just still communicate with them over Discord? Does that stop anything? I don't think that did shit. That's a shitty solution. I mean, why don't you just ban the platform altogether and just pass the bill through Congress and be done with it? It's a bad game to begin with, so what's the point? Nepal blocked Roblox back then due to the protectional of children. It's a weird way to word it. But later got unbanned, and no date, no time posted. Back then, I don't know what the fuck that means. And then we have our last one, which has been updated. Roblox was banned in Ecuador on August 13th, 2025, due to the concern about child safety and inappropriate content again. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. Oh my fuck. Oh my fucking god. Does anyone want to read Bloomberg? Anyone want to read the Bloomberg? This is from 2024. So this is not new at all. Look up this article. Trust me, it's fucking funny. It's all the same shit we already know. Oh, speaking of articles, did you read the one in the UK where United Kingdom might be banning Roblox next? UK is probably next. Ofcom urged to act after U.S. firm claims Roblox is pedophilia hellscape. This is about the Louisiana. So the UK, basically the Guardian, the Parliament, the people in office, the equivalent of an office, in a legislator office for the UK government, they wanna ban Roblox in the UK altogether for child safety. Schlepp's lawsuit triggered the UK government to step into action and say, you know what? We gotta actually turn around and ban this guy. Now, mind you, the article but they're being updated right now. They are definitely reworking them as we speak, which I just, is bad enough. And then you hear news of the Arkansas State Police. Arkansas State Police commented on the removal of David Zuki as a fucking CEO, just to get rid of him. They wanted to get rid of David for being a ped. And on behalf of the Arkansas State Police, we respect... Yeah, I'm not going to read this. I'll let you guys read it. But here, let me say something real quick, though. While y'all are reading this, right? Let me just say a little short statement about this. There is a popular Roblox server, like an RP server, where you can roleplay as the Arkansas State Police. And I'm wondering if this is the owner of that server. I'm wondering if that's the owner role-playing as the actual fucking cops. That's why it's either someone, not the police chief or anything, not somebody official in Arkansas. If it's actually the Arkansas State Police, or like an actual active duty member of the Arkansas State Police, and they're like keeping their name anonymous and not saying anything, I'd be surprised. Because it's going to be eventually investigated. They're going to find out who fucking made that statement. Because they can't have their name to a PR disaster like this. Because that affects their funding. But if that's the server owner, I mean, I'd be really concerned for a potential lawsuit. Because pretending to be the police officially on news is not a good thing. Not good at all. But if it is the real state police, I mean... Damn. That's all I gotta say. But let's go over some court documents. I don't normally show court documents on a Such Bullshit podcast. I don't normally do. Court is bullshit. But I wanted to take 2 pages out because I thought they were interesting. And I only got like 3 slideshows left. So I've already like boomed through most of my garbage already. I can't believe it's been 54 minutes I've been streaming. Holy shit. Let me get to my point. So right here, we have this lawsuit. This is from this year, in February 15th. Or sorry, the 12th. It's been a hot minute. But, the one thing I'm going to go over it from left to right, right? So basically, to sum this up, this is a lawsuit directed at Roblox and Discord as a whole. As a defendants, plaintiffs, a bunch of minors, and a few other people and legal guardians. So this is like a class action of sorts, right? But what I found interesting was on page 28, the name Travis Schlepp. Travis Schlepp. This isn't the same Travis, I don't think. I don't know if it is. But I don't think that Travis is a 64-year-old man catfishing girls. Unless this is the same YouTuber, Travis, who's a 64-year-old man who was arrested. Which wouldn't make any sense. Because this isn't an article. Schlepp would not have his name, like, you know, this is like an article where somebody's being arrested down below. If you look at the ktla.com, that link right there. This is somebody that Schlepp caught. So I'm finding it weird. Why is a guy with the same last name, nearly identical to his YouTube channel, on a lawsuit from 6-7 months ago? And now Schlepp is banned. It's not normal. Start questioning things. I think this is what caused the lawsuit to Schlepp. Because I think they saw his name and they're associating it with this guy right here. I think. Possibly. Who the fuck knows? But let's get into the rest of this. Let me go over to the second half, right? If you read over here, we're not going to read the middle one. We're going to skip all that. While most predators on Roblox lure children into their grasp by pretending to also be children, most predators do not hide their intentions, roaming Roblox with usernames like, and it cuts off. This is a different page right here. So, oh, god damn it, it's over here. I can't really get over there to look, but let's pretend I'm just like looking at it from another angle. In pursuit of growth, Roblox deprioritizes safety means. This is a notation from an employee. This is an employee statement to the court. Measures to further so that if, while reports, they could report strong numbers to Wall Street. For instance, Roblox executives rejected employee proposals for parental approval requirements that would protect children on the platform. Well, why the fuck not do? Why not do that? Why not? Why would you reject that? That already doesn't look good. Employees have reported the feeling explicit pressure to avoid any changes that would reduce platform engagement, even when those changes would protect children from predators. As one former Roblox employee explained, you're supposed to make sure that your users are safe, but then the downside in that is that you're limiting users' engagement. It's hurting our metrics. It's hurting the active users, the time spent on the platform. In a lot of cases, the leadership doesn't want that. The same employee added, you have to make a decision, right? You can keep your players safe, but then it would be less for them on the platform. Or you just let them do as they want to do. So basically, it's, you know, they stopped giving a fuck over there. Even the employees for Roblox are just like, yeah, fuck this shit. I'm done. I'm cooked. All right. Now, I took a snippet of this second one. And the reason I took a snippet because I couldn't actually believe. I want to keep in mind. Seriously, keep in fucking mind, all right? What you're about to see on screen was read in an actual courtroom out loud by either a judge or a transcriptor. And I just want you to keep that in mind. Okay? You're gonna fucking die of laughter. When I read this line, and mind you, this is hours and hours into a court case. I can't imagine being the judge or the transcriptor reading this, dude. I fucking can't. This is a fucking joke. Oh man, so on page 58, lines 166, right? This is the current lawsuit ongoing. I think it's still ongoing with Discord and Roblox. So on line 166, they talk about how there was a Discord server called Family Hideout where a guy named Dad was trying to lure kids and trying to like groom them into like showing them themselves and whatnot. But then on line 166. And mind you, someone read this out loud, so I'm gonna read it exactly like they read it. Now imagine me right now. I'm just gonna get rid of this off screen so it's not distracting. Imagine we're sitting in a courtroom right now. Pretend this backdrop is an actual fucking courtroom and I'm sitting there right now. And I'm the interpreter. I'm the judge. Let's pretend I'm the judge, alright? Let's just, put my hair down. Pretend I have like the long white hair like I'm in a fucking cartoon, right? Other servers are more discreet, yet are still widely known as places where children were groomed. For instance, a server called Fur Water Sports and YIF was described as full of minors groom hub by one disgusting reviewer of the server. According to the reviewer, this server was filled with minors and adults and was pretty much a pedophilia at best. Imagine. Okay. That's how a judge read it out loud. So I quoted the red circle because it's just like... Could you imagine reading that out loud? At an actual court case? Like, This feels like BitChute Live. Thank you, V-Mario. Thank you. Shut the fuck up, man. I fucking can't. Fucking goddamn Fur Water Sports and YIF. What the fuck? Who the fuck made a server called that, man? What the fuck is wrong with you? And that's the description. Let's blow up the description. Hold on, I want to read it. Well, what does the description say? It's hard to read because it was blurred as fuck. This server has lots of adults and minors in them. They claim to be 18. They are literally 14-year-olds who are in the server and make their age known, and nobody does anything about it. If you tell mods there are minors, they will say, sorry, I'll talk to them, and then they don't do anything about it. The server is so disgusting I would recommend joining pretty much better. Wow. It's just like a furry icon. What the fuck? What the fuck? Let's go over the last one. And this one's quite a big image. This is the last image I wanted to put up on stream. It's a good one. Now, I know this is much more political. This one's a little bit more political, I'll be honest. Number one, I hate Gavin Newsom. Gavin Newsom is a fucking humongous piece of shit. He's the governor of California. He makes Arnold Schwarzenegger look like a fucking hero. By far. Guy's the biggest piece of shit. But let's go over this last piece. And the reason I bring this up is because it's politics and, the U.S. politics. Let's work from left from right. Let's go over first. Attorney General Liz Murrill, Louisiana. GOP. Republican. Filing a lawsuit trying to ban Roblox in the state of California. Not the state of California, the state of Louisiana. Now, here's the major thing, right? If this actually succeeds, and she wins this lawsuit, potentially the entire U.S. has the option to ban all of Roblox. All of Roblox could be banned in the U.S. Meaning kids will not be able to get on the platform anymore. And I will fucking celebrate because I fucking hate the game. Okay? So this woman, 10 out of 10, you deserve your placement as an attorney general. I love you, thank you. Mwah. Mwah. Muissimo. Okay, I'm starting to fucking speak Italian here, alright? Muissimo. I love this. This is the creme la fucking creme. This bitch should have fucking sued Roblox sooner. Holy fucking shit. V Mario, kiss the camera for me. No, we're not doing that. We're not fucking doing that. I'd have to stand up and lean over. Fine. We're doing it. Okay, there you go. There's your kiss. Okay, that's how much I am happy if Roblox gets banned in the U.S. Praise fucking Jesus if it does. Praise the fucking sun, any fucking god you believe in. Just praise it. If fucking Roblox, please just ban Roblox, please. It's a shit game. There's plenty of other games that are better out there. Play anything. Play a fucking emulator, for God's sake. Alright, let's go to the next one. But no, for real though, if she actually manages to win her lawsuit, Louisiana is fucking cooked. Okay? You won't be playing Roblox in that state anymore if you live there. So, the reason I put this middle one in here, this is Ro Khanna, the 17th District Representative of California. Now, he's a Democrat, and as you know, currently with the current political standing, not many people like Democrats because of Joe Biden. But, he's actually a good guy because he's actually trying to sue Roblox too. So, he's denouncing Roblox. There's 2 states in the U.S. The U.S. being a joint coalition under our country and nation. We are trying 2 states to ban Roblox. I can't imagine New Jersey being next. New Jersey is definitely going to be the 3rd state to actually step up and say something to Roblox. Very, very, very soon it's going to. And as soon as fucking New Jersey steps up, it's going to be then New York, and then it's going to be Chicago, maybe Ohio, and then from there, cooked. Maybe Florida. They'll be last because Florida's a bunch of fucking potheads anyway. Minecraft is better than Roblox? Yes, I agree. Because here's the thing, right? And this is why I'll agree with that statement, right? Minecraft does not have a voice chat feature. If it did, not saying that, the console version didn't because of like Xbox Live, you can get into a party chat. But if you can imagine if Minecraft was packaged with voice chat proximity, with proximity chat, it'd be rampant. It'd be rampant. It would be a lot more rampant. I think it's staying, text-based was probably a good thing. And Notch probably avoided tens of millions of fucking lawsuits being thrown at him and millions of dollars. So that's probably the only good thing Notch ever did. And if Microsoft adds voice chat, game's cooked. I mean, you see what the mine store looks like these days from Microsoft, where it's like, oh, buy all these mine coins and you can buy all these skins with microtransactions. Shit's aimed at children, man. It's definitely aimed at children. And if they had voice chat, you can imagine a grown man, some creepy fucking dude who's like 40 or whatever, trying to lure a kid to his house. I could see it. That's the problem with the platform. Let's go back to this image, alright? So, I really hate Gavin Newsom. Just as much as I don't like Carl Jobs, I hate Gavin Newsom more. I find that this guy is the biggest load of shit ever. His entire Twitter campaign is just as much as a joke. And he's destroying California by drawing a map across it. He's dividing up the districts in order to hold his seat as the governor. Both Democrat and Republicans, for years, have maintained the state of California. He is the first governor to decide, hey, I'm going to redraw the map and make it shitty because I'm a shitty human being. And I think things are unfair because I'm going to lose my seat. Because I'm not letting people build on their fucking houses. Meanwhile, a good Democrat on the left, who's representing the 17th District, he's just a member. He's a representative member. Why isn't Ro Khanna the governor of California? Why is Gavin Newsom the governor of California? And I'll tell you exactly why. Racism. Racism. They only want a white person as governor in California. That's fact, by the way. It's Hollywood. They don't want white. Could you imagine? Can you imagine if they had anything other than a white person in governor office seat in Cali? I couldn't. They would not be okay with that. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to take that off screen. So now that I have all that out of the way, I also wanted to make quotes about Alex Rosen and Chris Hansen stepping up and stepping into the scene. Good for them. I'm happy they're finally coming out and doing shit as they've been doing for a while now. I've always looked at Roblox as a pedophilia cesspool, nonsense and garbage. I can't believe that we've allowed a game environment like that to exist as long as it did. You know, as fellow, and as this is going to be cringe of me to say to, to everyone listening, as cringe as it would be from one gamer to another here, the fact that we let that go on for as long as we did and didn't say anything, we kind of just gave up on what we're accepting these days. And I'd like to think that when the new game, the new hype comes out a lot of the time, the new console, we're buying into this shit. We're buying the new Nintendo Switch 2, like a bunch of fucking plebeian dumbasses, and then realizing the console's a fucking shovelware piece of shit. Maybe we should stop and think, is this the quality of games that we want and deserve? Or could we get better from a console? Or from a PC? I'm not saying PC Master Race all the way, but like a lot of the games that have been coming out, especially on Nintendo, lackluster, man. I'm not saying they need to be fucking dark and gritty like fucking Elden Ring or something, but, we're moving up in tech. We're about to have like, 812K tech soon, like as mass produced, and the best we can do is Roblox, Tears of a Kingdom, and all these creamy cell shade games. We got to do away with them because they're literally, the creamy pastel look is literally directed towards children and people under the age of 12. And that's their marketing demographic. I understand that, but when you're targeting that audience, you fucking can't put guns in it. You can't put nudity in it. You can't put sex in it. You can't do any of that shit. You're stuck to that medium, and these fucking publishers, these companies, like Roblox, like Nintendo, I would say there's a few other companies and publishers out there I'm not going to get into, but a little bit of Activision. They unfortunately, they devolved themselves to this. And they've never bothered to do anything. They're never going to. It only stops once we open our mouth and tell people to shut the fuck up and listen to what we have to say because we're the consumer. But, people are sheeple. That's just how it is. Now, I guess closing arguments. I was going to say stuff about Carl Jobs. I don't really have much to say. That guy is pretty much roasted by his whole fucking community at this point. I don't really have much to say about him. I think he's a piece of shit. I thought he was a piece of shit from the get-go. I didn't entirely trust him in the first place. I just hoped that he would win his lawsuit if it was about cheating, and then he lied to me that it was about cheating. So my personal and public statement to him, quote-unquote, as a retraction at the end of a video like I'm doing right now, is just to basically say that the guy has lied to his whole community. He's lied to me. He's lied to Apollo's community. The contents of the lawsuit he has derived not telling the truth about it. He made up a false statement about Billy Mitchell to hype up the community and rally people behind him to hate Billy more for the wrong reasons. Billy should have been hated for cheating, not for the death of my friend. That's my personal thought on that matter. I don't care what he has to say. I don't care any kind of reformation. I don't want to be friends with that guy. That guy's a fucking weirdo. Okay? He's making fake dating videos. I mean, the fuck? And then, mind you, and this is no insult. I don't fucking give a shit if I say this, dude. Like, I'm gonna be honest. On live stream. Your wife has no assets, man. Where's her ass and tits, okay? I am an ass and tits kind of guy. If the bitch has no titties, why are you dating that? Is that just the easiest thing to get with? I mean, fuck, my wife's got triple D tits, bro. Like, what the fuck? I guess my standards are much higher, I guess. I don't know. It's just... I don't... Types. That's just me. That's just me. That's just me talking. That's just me talking. This isn't Roblox. I can't have that kind of discussion on Roblox, could I? No, I fucking could not. No, sir fuckery. But, I'm sure David Bazuki would try. Oh, my... Oh, by the way. He's banned from his own game. Forgot to add that. Yeah, the CEO of Roblox got banned from his own fucking game. He got banned right off the platform. Can I get an image of that real quick? I just want to see. Where is... See if I can find this. I don't know if I still have one. Nah. Unfortunately, I don't. I do have a picture of Alex Rosen. I forgot I had that on there. Give him a quick shout out for his hard work. Oh, a lot of respect to that guy for real, though. Definitely. But let's ping over, if I can pull it up. No, it's not gonna let me. You're gonna love this. We're gonna look at the change.org. The change.org of David getting canceled. And you're gonna be kind of shocked at how bad this is. I hope that I can add this. Hold on. Here we go. This is real time. Now you can see the signatures down below. Over 100K people already. And there's still more people by the second. Let me go over to the page. It'll refresh. These are all real people. Awaiting response. Who the fuck is Mr. MH Gaming? Like, that's wild. I don't understand why he's supporting pedophilia on a game. Look, I really don't. I don't. I guess kids stopped looking. And the problem with this is, the reason why it's not getting as much attention is because kids play the game and they don't pay attention to the news or the politics of this. They're not concerned with this kind of stuff because they don't know about it. That's the biggest concern here. That's what's really fucked up. Earlier I was seeing like a new signature every second. Now it's like kind of died off because it's nighttime, but still, like... Let's see if I refresh the page. Am I getting anything now? Oh! Oh, see, there we go. 11 seconds ago. Yeah. This number is climbing. This number is climbing by the second. I think it's impressive. How are you going to manage to get over 144,000 people to tell you to get the fuck off your goddamn company? That's a fast way to get canceled. Like, I don't even think when Justin Roiland got canceled, or when Johnny Depp got canceled, did we ever see anything like this? This right here. Or even when Carl Jobs got canceled. Could you imagine somebody started a change.org to ban Carl Jobs off of YouTube? Or LUS, or even me? And they get 144K people signing saying, get the fuck out? That's pretty bad. This is why I do this channel. This is why I do this podcast. Man. That's fucking crazy. Well, anyway. That's my closing statement. I just wanted to show that. This is my Such Bullshit podcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. I will have another one hopefully next week. I'm trying to make them weekly. I'm trying to bring it back because I used to do these on the regular. And next week I will have something just as impressive. But I was just so happy that I finally got to shit on a game I fucking hate more than anything on this goddamn planet. I fucking hate Roblox. I fucking hate it. I'm glad that it's getting canceled and banned all over the fucking world. And that both Democrats and fucking Republicans are trying to ban the game in the US. Thank fucking Jesus, they're coming together on fucking one goddamn thing. And I'm not saying that as a fucking Christian, I'm saying as any fucking religion. Thank everything that both parties are coming together to say, fuck this shit. Something mutual for once. Because holy fuck. The left and the right are fighting like crazy for no fucking reason. We can't sit down and fix the goddamn problem in the goddamn country right now. Because the US is hot as fucking balls and we have enough problems as it is right now. Not good. Anyway, thank you for listening tonight to me rant and ramble. That is my Such Bullshit podcast, episode 43, talking about Roblox and pedophilia. Matt Kaufman, Dave Azuki, step the fuck down, get out of Roblox, sell the game, and hopefully get convicted of something. You deserve some kind of punishment for just ignoring this and promoting it. Yeah, it's kind of fucked.